Emotions running very high and hot at another school board meeting in Loudoun County last night. Parents calling out the school's social justice agenda as one teacher declares she has had enough.
Within the last year, I was told in one of my so-called equity trainings that white, Christian, able-bodied females currently have the power in our schools, and that, quote, "this has to change." You shut the doors to the public, as well as the emails sent by the superintendent last year reminding me that a dissenting opinion is not allowed, even to be spoken in my personal life, going so far as to send a form to my colleagues and I, encouraging us to fill it out. I quit your policies, I quit your trainings, and I quit being a cog in a machine that tells me to push highly politicized agendas on our most vulnerable constituents, the children.
Author Douglas Murray joins us now to react. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Douglas, you can tell she's obviously emotional. She probably doesn't want to leave these kids in that school district without having her teachings, but she's forced to. It's forcing good teachers to leave. What's your reaction?
Yeah, this woman, Laura Morris, who's the teacher we just heard from, who resigned, really should be applauded, I think. It's clear from the tape how distressed she is about having to take this decision, but she felt she had to for reasons of conscience. As she says there, you know, it's a privilege to be a teacher. It's a privilege to help the next generation of young Americans grow up, to think, to be informed, and to be able to go out into the world. And it's clear, as she says to the Loudoun County Board, that's not a priority, actually, to the local school authorities. In fact, in their priority system, it's things like equity class. She refers there to the equity class that says that there is a privilege in being a white, female, able-bodied Christian teacher, and that this has to change. And the thing is, we all have to ask, as she did, why? What's wrong with being a white, Christian, able-bodied female teacher? What's wrong with it? If you're a good teacher, we should celebrate that. But that's not what's been happening. And so for reasons of conscience, she's decided to resign. And I think people should applaud that.
The superintendent, she says also, in addition to the white Christian thing, she said the superintendent sent out an email saying you're not allowed to have a dissenting opinion. There's a picture of the superintendent. And if you do disagree with our district and you even talk about it in your private life, other teachers should snitch on you. And he sent out a form to all the teachers. What about free speech? Why can't you disagree with what they're trying to tell you to teach?
Yeah, it's free speech, freedom of conscience, freedom of belief. They're all just being ridden roughshod over by pompous, bloated authorities like this one. You know, they have no right to tell American teachers that they cannot dissent from this completely newly invented orthodoxy. And this can't be stressed enough. What the Loudoun County Board is doing is an ideology invented practically yesterday. There is no need for them to roll it out across the entire county or indeed across all of America. And there is every right of Americans, including American teachers, to at the very least raise concerns about this, to object to it. But this is something we're going to see a lot more of. We need more heroes, and we've just seen one.
And at the end, she said, I call on families to flood the private schools. Maybe that's where she'll get her next job. Thank you so much, Douglas, for coming on with us.
It's a great pleasure.